Hi everyone, welcome to the Queclink podcast IoT Talks. Here our expert team is going to discuss everything that we know about IoT and how we drive it with our latest technology and smart solutions. Today we are driving into the world of IoT routers. Specifically, we're here to talk about the WR310 that was recently released and is our 5G router that is making waves in the industry. But I just don't want to talk about the specifications in terms of the technical part. I also want to talk about the challenges that this is experiencing within the industry and how we can overcome those challenges. In the panel today, we have Bradley Paris from the North American market. We have Ivan from the European market, Carlos from Mexico team on the technical side, and Luis from the Mexico team as well from the south side. Welcome all. I just want to begin with just a little bit of introduction of the networking landscape. Just as everyone knows, everything is evolving very rapidly, and with the new technologies transforming how we think about the connectivity, we need to keep moving with the pace. I wanted to ask Luis a question about the Latin American market for routers. How do you see this market? What features do you think are important? And what do you think about the new WR310?
Well, that's a lot of questions, but definitely the IoT market has expanded a lot in the last 10 years. Everything is connected, right? When you go out of your home and you leave your phone, you start panicking. So you really need to be always connected, and IoT has everything connected. Queclink develops systems and solutions that allows you to be connected everywhere, every time, 24/7. And the routers is the next evolution for the telematics products, right? So you have a lot more capacity, a lot more computing power. You can do a lot more connected. And that's where we started this road with a few products that are already available in the market. We already have very good, interesting success stories in LATAM, right? And definitely the use cases and the market are driven by the imagination of the customer because everybody asks something different. Everybody needs something particular. And we have focused on where the main use cases are required. For this, and I'm going to brief everything out because I really don't want to talk about all the products that we have, but I will focus on the 5G new router that we have. It's called the WR310, and it's a fantastic machine, and as you can see, it's very small, and it has a lot of computing power. So based on our market, we use it everywhere. The design and the platform is made from robust components. It's made for hard work, right? Initially was targeted for the industrial side, but we can use it everywhere, especially in the transportation area, retail, government, mobile. So every market we can really focus using this kind of devices because they are built strong. They have a lot of capacity, mainly the new technologies of transportation for using these devices like LTE and 5G we are taking advantage of that. 5G has a lot of new features like network slicing, high density, something that we couldn't use before, for example, in the medical area, right? That where you are performing an operation live and you need the streaming with the images that really take a lot of data. So we have a lot of use cases new, and we're very excited to bring these kind of solutions to the market because they are very robust, they are very well, they have a lot of performance, and they are priced right for our market. So I will definitely say that we have a very bright future with this kind of solutions offered to the Latin American market.
That's great information, and that's great information also for the public that is watching us here. Now I want to move to something a little bit more technical on the key features that you will think that are a differentiator from the previous models like the WR210 or 100. So overall, Juan Carlos, what do you think are some of those key differentiators in terms of the technical part that could attract people to move into the 5G routers?
Yeah, sure. What we have most is the power of the 5G and also Wi-Fi 6. Those are our main distinguishable points compared to the other devices when people need more power, because that's also included. We have more power capacity on these routers, this new model specifically. We're also improving on the new features, improving VPNs. We're improving new features such as Modbus, between others, that could really help your industry, your market, or whatever job you're managing on. It will really help you boost it up.
Okay. And what do you think about the remote management platforms that we have available for all models? But what do you think it's going to be a good, useful tool for our customers to make use of this platform?
It's a really great bonus to have, because then you can manage your whole fleet of devices. You can see how they're working, when they're up, when they're down. If you need to update them, if you need to change some configuration, you always have that ability to go to your platform and check what's going on. So whatever needs you need to do at the moment, you have it there.
Okay. And do you think it's possible or is really feasible for clients to make a specific customization depending on their needs or changes to the configuration? Is it going to be an easy fix, or it's something that customers are going to experience challenges?
No, I would say it's pretty easy to set up things the way how you need it to go. So yeah, you can have specific configurations depending on the scenario, and clients will be able to switch between them with ease. There shouldn't be any problem.
Okay. Now I want to move a little bit more into the real world use cases applications. So I'm going to move a little bit to the commercial side, and I want to ask Brad, in the North American market, this is a new market for the IoT routers in Queclink, but we have other players in the market that have been in the North American market for a while. I want your opinion, your personal opinion on the WR310, that is the 5G router that a lot of clients, especially in North America, have been waiting for. So what do you think about this router, and do you think it's going to make a change in what customers are looking or shopping around in the market?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, for the WR310, what I've had a lot of clients in terms of comparison with other devices that are on the market, I've seen definitely in terms of price, we've been so competitive with everybody else. You know, we've been talking about where we're going to land on and finish on the price on the 310, and we're well below pretty much what everybody else is going to be on the market right now. I mean, as we're going with, as the market's evolving with routers, everybody is pretty much asking for 5G at this point. You know, 5G seems to be where we're moving towards, and even, you know, other companies have even been talking about 6G, and where, you know, we're going to already start to look at the next steps past this. But I think with our 310, with our price point right now, with the quality of this device, especially compared to other companies that are doing 5G routers, I think we're well ahead of them.
Okay, thank you very much for your answer. I think that's going to help a lot of clients to really know how we position the WR310 and what are our strategies for the near future. I want to ask a question to Ivan related to this market. I see that a lot of people in Europe are already starting to get interest in the IoT routers. How is this market? How is this evolving? And how do you see the market in the short term to long term?
Yeah, I believe there is a future, because all the industrial routers, especially with our product. You can connect like the old machines using RS232 or RS485 to connect to the routers, to send the data, to monitor data, to send commands, to facilitate all that in industrial like environments, or in healthcare, or in any kind of like a business. It's especially with the 5G, when you have a lot of bandwidth, a lot of devices connected at the same time. So I think this is the future, basically, especially for the industry.
Okay. A lot of clients usually say, and this is a common question that they have, that the 5G connectivity provides them with a much faster service. Some people say this is a myth, some people say that it's actually true. So what is your opinion on this?
It's true. It's like it's very easy to do the speed test using that technology, and you see all the benefits, all the bandwidths, and all the throughput that the device can actually do using the new technology like Wi-Fi 6, because you can have many devices connected at the same time, which it's like 4 times capacity more compared to Wi-Fi 5. So technology is progressing, and we are following that. So that's the future. That's the reality today, not only the future.
Okay, thank you very much. I just have one last more question for Juan Carlos regarding the dual SIM capability that the WR310 has. What do you think is the real use for this dual SIM capability, and how customers can make an advantage of this feature?
Yeah, the advantage of using a dual SIM connectivity, it allows you to place your device on any remote place where maybe cable is not able to get there, or anything that you need to connect. So having that dual SIM is reliable, because you can have, let's say, different operators that, depending on what your need, you can switch between the other. You can also use them as your main source. You can have, for example, have your device connected either to cable or maybe an AP station. So you have that connectivity, and when one comes down, you're switching on the go, or maybe you want to balance all your different connections, so you can do also that balancing between those two connectivities.
Okay, so now that we have discussed topics related to the WR310 and what it's going to bring us for the future, I want to make emphasis on the WR100, that it's our best-seller router right now. What do you think, Luis, this device has actually make a revolution in the Latin American market? It's moving pretty fast. What do you think are the key features of this device, and why do you think this device has had like a lot of success in this market?
Thank you. Thank you, Juan. Definitely, here we can see the top edge of what this company can do, right? The 5G scenario is the closest to high-end technology. And on the other side, we have this humble 100 WR that sells like bread in Latin America. Why? Because at the end, the users are looking for, I will not say the most economic service, right? Because everything is cost related. So if you have a business and you need connectivity for your business, you want that service is the cheapest one, right? So you can't do it if you have a connectivity device that is expensive, because you have to add also the services from the carrier that provides LTE or 5G. So this guy has been able to get into the market by offering several qualities that are not in other platforms. For example, the dual SIM that you were talking about, Juan, is a really knocker, because you can see the size of this guy is the smallest. It's just a little bigger than an iPhone, and the capability that it has, dual SIM, it has RS232, R485 serial ports. So this has a lot of power in a very small box, and the best element of this solution is the price, right? Queclink is very, very price sensitive in each region. So we're very competitive, we're very aggressive as a company. And this little solution has been able to get into buses, into retail, in like 7-Eleven, Starbucks, in big companies like Walmart. So we have a lot of customers that has decided to go for a high performance solution, but that's very economic, right? Because at the bottom line is the cost. What is your cost? What is going to hit the bottom line of your business? So this guy really opened the market in Latin America. As you know, we're very price sensitive. The competition is fierce. We have a lot good competition there. But definitely we have managed to bring these kind of solutions to the table where everybody can understand and know how they can get the best out of their money, right? So definitely it has a lot of technical features that maybe, Juan, you would like to just add a little more on that side?
Yeah, sure. It's great, even though let's say it's the lower of our devices when regarding the routers, it still gives you all the features that goes abroad our whole set of routers. It still gives you the dual SIM. It's still giving you great connectivity, and still gives you all the connections and the reliability you would need to make any scenario you're working on. And what it sells is the size. A lot of people search for small devices so they can fit and place on different places. They need to have their configurations. A lot of people use it as their main source to connectivity. Others use it as their intermediate connections between devices. And since across everything we're using the same interface, the same functionalities, and the same ease of use, that's our biggest sale going around.
Yeah, I feel like Queclink is just really good at hitting that sweet spot. As the feedback that I've gotten from a lot of clients is just, it hits that middle ground of quality to price. Because when you're looking at these devices, there's so many different ones, so many different companies are making them. And when you're manufacturing a very, low cost device, a lot of other competitors, you're going to get something that's, yeah, it might be low cost, but the device isn't going to have the capabilities that this is going to have. It's not going to have the robust and it's not going to have the quality of the Queclink device that we're making right now. And at the same point, we have some other companies that are making devices 2-3 times as much as the cost, where yes, you're going to get all these functionalities and the quality of the device, but at the end of the day, it's not going to be economic for the company. It's not going to be feasible to make your profits. So at the end of the day, the feedback that I've gotten from pretty much every client testing this, it just hits that perfect middle ground with Queclink.
I think the size is very important because it fits in industrial cases where you have a very little space for the extra equipment. They're already in place, working. So it's like a perfect fit to get everything done in a very small contained spaces in industrial use cases.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much. I think that covers a lot of information on the WR310 and the WR100, and it clearly specifies what are the true differences and why it has been successful in all the markets. Now I think I've seen a lot of improvement in terms of functionalities, but I see also that the WR100 covers a lot of use cases and opportunities for different kind of business models. I want to thank you everyone for your insights about the market trends, the challenges, and also the technicalities of the device. And I hope that everyone enjoyed listening to this kind of information that is going to be really useful when making a decision on how what devices we need to use. Thank you very much for everything that you shared with us today, and thank you to our spectators.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.